conversation. So hopefully we are all getting live for 10-minute conversation on nutrition after 40. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. All right, I just double checked my sound. I am there. So before we get started on the conversation, nutrition after 40, let me know where you are from and what part of the day you are watching. Are you watching live? Are you watching in recording? What's up? Okay. And I posted in the comments the link that I will be referring to as well. How do you like my background? All right. Main posters and certificates and the banner are up. Okay, folks. My name is Nadia Touch. I help professional women who look for balance in their health with mindset, nutrition, and fitness, one habit at the time. And today we talk about healthy after 40. So if you like topics like this, feel free to join our Friends and Health Facebook group for our daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey. And also you can find me on YouTube, coachingbynadia.com. And please subscribe to my email updates. Those are really unique. Some information you get only there, and you can go to coachingbynadia.com and you will see the link subscribe. So let's talk about healthy after 40. In fact, when I was thinking about this topic, since that day, we did have our webinar last Saturday. That's where you can find the link in the comments to watch the replay. We talked about healthy after 40. Did I say as a subject? Nutrition after 40 is the subject of today. But the overall topic we discussed in our webinar, Healthy After 40, and you have the link in the comments as well. Feel free. It's a full webinar for you. Nutrition after 40. And let me actually step back and look at what do we really want to be mindful of today. After a year and a half of pandemic, most of us sitting indoors and working indoors and working out indoors and eating indoors and doing family activities, everything was indoors. Interesting. Can you guess the numbers that are health-wise right now since pandemic hit? Normally, the percentage of obesity rises gradually, unfortunately, but still, during pandemic, according to the recent research, the obesity raised 13 times. And the lifestyle-related diseases raised from 3 to 13%. That is heart disease, that is inflammation, that is gut health, that is stress. What else didn't I name? 13 times. That means it's not just we need to pay attention, how do I be healthy after this certain age? It's how do I be healthy plus 13 times, be mindful of that, folks. Have you noticed how more cautious we are of what we spend our time in, where we spend our money, what we eat? We are more careful with our health, with our money, and with our time. Go ahead and put in the comments if you agree with me. So when I have this conversation with you today, nutrition after 40, I'd like us to really pay attention. It's not just me being healthy. It's the getting back to not just the norm, but the new norm. What is this healthy nutrition for me after 40 mean like for me today after a year and a half of sitting indoors and doing indoors activities? So today I'd like to pay our attention to 3 points. And again, each point can be broken down into so many. We've broken them down into 38 minutes of webinar that you can see link in the chat. And today is just a bird eye view of 3 things I need to do for my nutrition after 40 and plus. Interesting to say. So if you think about, the older we go, the grow, the slower metabolism is. It's about, I believe, 3% metabolism slows down per decade. So we really need to take it into consideration. So if you ask yourself a question, how do I get my energy back? The number one answer is not to expect your energy to be there for you. It's the generation of energy. Think about yourself as a power plant. Power plant doesn't have energy. Power plant generates energy. So when you wake up in the morning and not having that energy, we get to generate energy by intention. In fact, during the webinar, I mentioned kids have energy by, like power plants, they have energy by default. Kids up to 40 have energy by intention. So, and nutrition is really one of the biggest techniques and tools we have to use to generate our energy. Maybe you've heard an expression, eat how you want to feel. You are what you eat. So if you want to feel energized and fresh and clear in your mind, you've got to eat like that. Also, when metabolism goes down, well, your body doesn't need as much, unfortunately, nutrition to eat. Well, not nutrition, but the calories to burn. Therefore, if we are having difficulty losing weight, some of it is metabolism related, there are 2 things we got to do or consider to do. Eat less, exercise more. You choose, or do both if you want to lose more weight. So when we talk about eating less, not first of all, in this realm of conversation, please know your numbers. Sometimes you may say, well, I know what I eat, I'm okay. I challenge you to open up an app, your cell phone app, MyFitnessPal, Lose It app, whatever app, and start putting everything that goes through your mouth into that app and see how much calories you're consuming. Averagely at our age, I'm very bird's eye view, you can argue with me, between 1,600 to 1,800 calories. Of course, it depends on your lifestyle as well. The more you move and exercise, more calories your body burns, you're lifting your metabolism. But know your numbers, how many calories you eat and what they are, quality versus quantity. So point number 2 is what exactly quality number quantity means. What do we consume in our daily basis? Well, you probably heard it. Eat fresh and clean, eat balanced meals. I want you to consider, it's called DASH diet, DASH. It stands for, in fact, let me see if I can share just one quick slide with you that I prepared for us. So pardon if you can see slides on the left. That's from our webinar that you can see. But DASH diet stands for Dietary Approach to Stop Hypertension. The main focus is to eat balanced meals, but number 1 step is really looking into the sodium consumption or salt consumption in your meals. Unfortunately, we still eat processed foods. There are a lot of salt and sugar added into our foods, and when you go out, you even have more of that in your calorie intake. So overall, daily DASH diet, I call it balanced diet or nutrition. Diet for me is what I actually eat, therefore my nutritional intake. For me, it's not counting calories and starving. Daily, what's recommended is to consume from 2 to 3 servings of low fat to fat-free dairy, from 8 to 10 servings of fruit and vegetables, from 6 to 11 servings of whole grains, preferably, about 6 ounces of less of lean meat, poultry, fish. And weekly, you can add 3 to 5 servings of nuts, seeds, and legumes. I love when we start, like if it becomes a little too much, In fact, I want to invite you, as my call for action for today is to find accountability partners. We actually have in our first day of the 7-day cleanse where we focus on just strictly vegetables and fruits. Start simple, and then you add second your healthy, clean eating habits on top of it. So find accountability partner, find the challenge that works for you, find someone who is inviting you to listen to this conversation. So talk to me and let's do it together. The success rate when you do it with accountability is 65% versus when you do it yourself, only 35%, providing you're writing your goals. So together is better. Point number 3. Of course, individual needs. After 40, some of us have joints issues, some of us have gut issues, some of us have, or most of us have stress relief, sleep. It depends what it is that your individual needs require. I will throw in there immunity needs. Strengthen our immunity system is so crucial. The older we get, in any age, but especially the older we get, the more susceptible we are of getting sick, etc. So let's also take care of our immunity, and please, naturally. If you consider supplementation, that's where I'm heading. You can support or not. I support targeted wise supplementation. If I need healthy stress reduction, I will consider stress relief by my company, which is based on ashwagandha herb. So the closest to natural supplementation as possible is my recommendation. Do you need to build your stronger bones? We are not talking today about exercise, but yes, exercise will be a part of it. But also calcium together with vitamin D. B12 consumption by the body slows down with age. So we want to consider supplementing with B12 complex as well. And again, it's individual needs. So step down and looking at nutrition after 40, and I want to really pinpoint, as we are so aware now and more careful and conscious how we are utilizing really our time, our money, our nutrition, intention to ourselves. We kind of turned around, and instead of looking and dealing for the world first, we're starting to think, what is it? How about me? So let's talk about nutrition, helping our bodies be the best for us with considering what you really eat. And if you're struggling of losing weight after 40, consider either eating less or exercising more. And when you look at the quality of food, know your numbers, consider balanced, clean, fresh food, and DASH diet is one of the highly recommended diets right now. Go ahead and Google it or ask me for recommendations. And point number 3, consider wise supplementation for your personal needs. All right, folks. And as I mentioned, one thing is to do it for yourself by yourself. And if it feels like really overwhelming, just take one thing you can do starting today and find your accountability, whether it's accountability group, whether it's your coach, whether it's your partner. In fact, this is a not known yet fact. I'm starting our Ultimate Transformation Group program, where you will experience ultimate transformation in the support of the group. We're going to be working out together, doing coaching weekly together. Isn't it fun to do it as a group? So if you're interested, we are starting it as a beta group, which means a very non-expensive group. Put it in a comment, or even better, send me a personal message for a faster response. So that will be actually starting at the end of this month for ultimate transformation in a group. I'm excited. All right. In the comments, if you like to hear more on nutrition after 40 and overall healthy after 40, you have a link to a replay of our last Saturday webinar on healthy after 40. Before you go, leave me the comments what resonates with you the most. What is your one action you're taking for today? And if you're interested in the ultimate group transformation, Also, let me know whether in the comment or a personal message, and I will see you in the community and rock this week.